It's so good, it's so blessed. I thank God for the grace to be here with you again today. And today, God has given me the grace to always bring to you this life-giving message. Today's topic is one which is to empower, build you, strengthen you, and making you a better person. The topic is developing your mindset. Why I love my topic all the time is that it has to do with you as a person. And it tells you develop your mindset. What is develop? What does it mean to develop? Develop is the ability to start up something from the beginning, from the onset, making it better than the way that it was. That you should come fall back to your mind and develop it. It is so glorious to fall back from the origin, to understand who we are. Because we cannot do this without falling back to the original intent of the manufacturer. Who is the manufacturer? Genesis chapter 1 verse 1 introduced the manufacturer, and it said, in the beginning, God created. We understand that creation is the ability to make something from nothing. And God created. Why did Bible introduce him in this platform? It tells us that God is the one who is very conscious with the thoughts that he allows in his heart and mind. Genesis chapter 1 verse 26, bring me and you into play. When God said, come, let us make man in our own image, after our likeness. The Greek word for the word likeness means to function like God. We understand that God created the heavens and the earth. And the earth was without form and void, and the angel of the Lord was moving upon the surface of the deep. And God said, let there be light, and there was light. We understand that everything that he called forth appeared. And when he introduced us to walk in his own image and likeness, he is instructing us that we have that tendency, that characteristics, exactly those things that made him to create everything and bringing us into this world. I therefore bring to you yourself, and developing your mind so that you can be able to fall back and learn the way that God created everything that we see with our eyes today. For the fact that God made us to function like he did, who are you? You are someone that is being born in a family. The family that you were born into, depending on their creed, their religion, the tribe, the culture, the way that they are living within that territorial environment. That environment, that's your family, that's your well-wishers, will be imbibing in you their lives, what they have lived and accepted to be true. They are constructing your mind in the way that they lived their life. And when you grow up, you find yourself behaving the way that they positioned and instructed you to live. You don't know, you are ignorant of it. It is not your fault. But at this time, God is using this platform to expand your scope of life, thereby bringing you the origin of creation that says that whatsoever thing that God made, we have the ability to make. And when you understand that God created the heavens and the earth, if you have the power to create right now that I am talking to you, what can you create? Are you going to create a harmonious, loving, healthy, wealthy life? Or are you going to create deteriorated, affliction, hate, sickness life? I bet you that you're going to create healthy life if you have the potential to change everything around you. Therefore, how did your people train you? The way that they train you is the reason for the platform or the result that you are bringing out today. And that brings me to God's word. Apostle Paul told his son Timothy, I recommend you to the word of his grace, which is able to build you. Everything that has to do with man must be thoroughly lived and lied from the Bible. Because when you understand that without the word, nothing would have been made. And we all have been made by the word. In the book of Joshua chapter 1 verse 8, God gives us a view on how we must live our life and live right. He says that this book of law shall not depart from thy mouth. Thou shalt meditate therein day and night. For then you shall observe to do accordingly what is written therein. For then you shall make your way prosperous and have good success. In the book of Romans chapter 12 verse 2, it says, do not be conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Renewing your mind is developing your mind. Renewing your mind is falling back from the day that you were brought into the world and learn the precept, the rules and regulations that God has set. Just like a manufacturer will make iron and tell you not to plug it inside water, there is always a result that you are going to get when you try that. A manufacturer will produce drug and tell you not to put it in a very hot environment. These are the instructions that the manufacturer gives you for you to be able to enjoy the product. And falling back to the Bible gives you a clear view and on the total understanding on how to live your life and live it perfectly. How many times do you put out to read? How many times do you put out to learn new things? How many times do you put out to worship God and call upon Him in your heart and spirit? This is a process of renewal. And you will find out that before now, all these things that we mentioned has not been practiced in your life. Therefore, when you bring these principles of God's word into your life, everything around you will start changing. Because you have learned to discard the information that your well-wishers, that your people, that the ones and your culture and environment, the ones that love you and your culture and environment has imbibed in you. Because there is always a contrary word to everything that you know today in the Bible. Embrace it. Build yourself in it. And you'll find out that you will start creating something lovingly from your mouth. Because God thought about this world. God spoke about this world. And God worked this world. And He created you in His own image. Everything that comprises of your life is the information, the things that you got yesterday. It propels your thinking. And that your thinking propels the word that comes out of your mouth. And the word that comes out of your mouth brings the results that you are seeing in your life as today. If you want to change your life, change the way that you think. If you want to live a glorious and loving and healthy life, start speaking wonderful things about your life. And automatically your life will be reframed to that which is lovingly and blessed. It is always glorious and wonderful to come to you in OCO, in Wisdom Nugget with OCO. It is always very wonderful to come to you at Wisdom Nugget with OCO. Make sure that you always follow, like, comment, and click on notifications to be the first to always get this live and glorious message. And your life will never remain the same. God bless you.